Where were you on all this GameStop AMC stuff?
I went in. I went in. I mean, how could I not?
Break it down for us, Dave. Break it down.
Okay, so I was a casual Wall Street bet visitor.
Yep.
On Reddit.
Sure.
Just for the entertainment of it, right?
Absolutely.
Even before GME, it was like there's always funny stuff in there. And then I think there was like interest on GME that was at an abnormal level. And I don't play with this stuff. I don't touch this kind of stock, right? But I just had to go in. I went in at 92.
No, that's not bad.
I went at 92. And I'll be very front. I went at 92 and I didn't sell it at the peak, and it crashed to 50, and I held on to it. And then recently I dumped it.
When it went back up?
It went up to like 340 or something like that. I dumped it at 270.
On the second
second
jump.
wave. It still has potential. Right now it's at like 200, right? Who knows? But did you follow this stuff?
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, we talked about it a lot on this show.
Okay.
There's some merit to it. Like it's not empty.
No, it's not just a pure meme stock.
The early reports were not comprehensive, to say the least.
Right.
But I was on the sidelines. I didn't buy it.
Okay.
I was having fun from an entertainment perspective looking at it.
Right.
I was curious as well about AMC, which is actually the article that I brought up, because I actually found, I think AMC, I think people are going to rush back to the movie theater.
Yeah. I think so.
I've been following what's been going on in China a little bit and where things have opened back up.
Right.
Avatar recently passed Endgame again for...
Avatar.
Remember?
Like that old, the blue people Avatar?
They re-released it because people are so desperate to go to the theater. They have nothing to watch.
No way.
They re-released it in China. People want to get out of the house, man. And
I wonder if that movie holds up to my memory of it, because I thought it was really cool back then.
Nothing does, right? Like that's how memory works.
Wow.
So
okay, and people went to it.
Yeah, it's again the biggest film globally.
Goodness.
So it's been a long haul, like waiting this thing out, and AMC is barely hanging in there. So I'm not. This is not financial advice.
Of course, none of this is.
But it makes sense to me that you would have a rush to get back to the movie theater, and there's no place for it. It can't get worse for AMC.
Can we see AMC over past 1 year?
Well, that was the spike there is around Wall Street bets, because they were along for the ride with GME because it's a heavily shorted stock. Now,
I mean, that spike is really skewing the percentage, like visually. But they've had a decline since for quite a while.
Oh God, put a 5 year on it. Put a 5 year on it. I mean, yeah, it's a mess. But that's the movie theater. But what I'm saying is everyone in society is reevaluating what matters to them.
Yes.
Like the thing that happened with COVID is it was all of a sudden there's nothing you wanted to do more than go to a restaurant.
Yes.
Like,
right?
You were just like, can I see a menu?
Can I see? Right, I know.
Can somebody?
It's so weird.
Bring me a menu. Can I get an appetizer? Can I have an experience?
Yeah.
Experiences are about to boom.
But there's something I will say about movies that, like, okay, so the numbers you're seeing of like people going crazy for it in Asia, that feels temporary.
Okay, sure.
Right.
I'm not saying you got to hold the stock for the next 10 years.
No. Oh, I'm not talking about the stock. I'm just talking about like the desire for that movie theater experience.
I see.
It's like I'm jonesing for it too right now, right? I'd love to see Bond or that the new like Marvel movies. Like I want to see them in theaters. That'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think look, there's a big battle in front of them. The streaming services, the announcements, the HBO Max stuff. Christopher Nolan couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
like it's obvious that there are some real problems. Maybe there's not as many movie theaters, but the thing that you're trying to do and map here is which side of it are you on right now? Like, can it go? How big can it go? And for how long and everything else? Like. Obviously 5 years ago, AMC was a far more valuable share than it is even
Yeah.
right now, even though it's trending upwards right now. But it was death. Like this is that stock that was right on the cusp of
Yeah.
potentially not existing.
This was like the blockbuster.
Yeah, it had a blockbuster moment,
Yeah.
and I'm wondering if nostalgia's enough to give it
Another run.
one last boost before the curtains close on the movie theater experience.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't necessarily think it has to, but I do obviously understand the changing market conditions and the fact that there probably won't be as many of them. But
Right.
I think within a given city, they're going to be there.
Yeah.
It's like they're still newspapers, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's less.
It's true.
But they're there. And like I said, I'm personally looking forward to potentially going to the movies. It would be such a weird experience, but
I watched that Christopher Nolan movie Tenet,
yeah,
like in theaters, kind of like early pandemic.
right. They
And
were
everyone was
still-
masked. And it was,
yeah.
But it was weird, right? Because we didn't know the kind of like the risks of it. Everyone was masked, and they had like filtration going on in the theater, but it took away from the experience so
Absolutely.
much,
Yeah.
right? So
it's
I
extra
don't know.
mental bandwidth.
Yeah.
Just processing that part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, AMC, more than 40 AMC locations in California will reopen beginning Friday, including all 25 locations in Los Angeles County
Wow.
and all 8 locations in San Diego County. The company expects 52 of its 54 California locations to be open by Monday, including 2 brand new theaters in Los Angeles area. So yeah, these things are opening back up, and I guess people are pumped. They're gonna go in there and buy $20 popcorn.